Hey everyone, Grayson the Bard here, and welcome back for day 78 of the Hunt a Day. It is time for a lot of things. We are halfway through the Hunt a Day challenge until Monster Hunter Wilds releases, and we have hit G rank in Monster Hunter Frontier and have unlocked Tonfa, one of the new G rank weapons, one of the two. I wanted today to kind of be a showcase of the Tonfa themselves. Because they're a new weapon, they are something that not a lot of people have really seen in Monster Hunter, and they are really cool. I was not, when I first learned about Tonfa way back when I was playing like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, or whenever I first like heard about Frontier, I was not sold on Tonfa. I thought they were like way too over the top. They didn't fit with what Monster Hunter was doing. They were like way too anime and ridiculous and, jumping up in the sky. Why would you do that? And then, we got stuff like Charge Blade and Insect Glaive, and everything related to wire bugs. And now Tonfa feel kind of par for the course with what Monster Hunter has sort of shifted into. When I was playing it, I was expecting to feel like it was way too over the top, way too anime, way too silly, but it's just blunt dual blades. It really feels like blunt dual blades, with some Insect Glaive mixed in. This is my first hunt that you are seeing, and I'm going to talk about the monster in a bit, because I love this monster too. As you can tell, today was really fun. I'm really amped up for today. This was a great experience. Tonfas are real interesting. They have at a base level, like I said, they're blunt dual blades. You go for the monster's face, you attack really quickly, so I imagine they're really strong with stuff like element and status as well. And you have a gauge that you build up similar to dual blades by attacking, that as you build it up, you get an increase to your attack power, as well as you'll see me do it a couple times, not really knowing what I was doing. I did a little more research after I recorded this morning, and saw that apparently the attack that I do where I slam both of the Tonfa into the monster and there's a blue burst of energy, what that does is if you have hit certain parts enough, those parts will then like pop in a burst of damage. So you are almost incentivized to not just go for the face with Tonfa, but run around hitting different parts to build up that burst of damage, and then pop them for like a big explosion. And I think that's cool. That's a really fun way to play it, because usually with any blunt weapon, you are relegated to, okay, I'm going to stay at the face. I am not going to do anything else. This is my home. This is my face. It was made for me kind of deal. But Tonfa, I really like how it is, go around, attack whatever you want. Have fun. Go wild. The aerial component of Tonfa is really interesting. I don't know if Tonfa came out before Insect Glaive or after, but this feels like they were like kind of prototyping, all right, how will aerial combat work? And it is incredibly fun and incredibly satisfying to like jump up in a monster's face and just start punching it. I need to get used to this weapon. It's very different than a lot of weapons I play. I tend to go for very like big, slow, hard-hitting weapons more so than I do the small, fast-attacking ones. So this was a new experience, and you'll see that I do not play the best, but I had a real fun time with it. I really want Tonfa to come back. I think they could fit right in Monster Hunter nowadays. Like maybe make them a little more grounded for stuff in Wilds, but I don't think they need too much of a change, I'll be honest. I'm excited to try the other styles too. I just used the first one that they came equipped with, which is just like the base Earth style, I think it's called. I haven't done much digging into the other styles, but I imagine they're absolutely nuts. Those are Tonfa. They're great. They're amazing. If you are playing Frontier and have not had the chance to check out Tonfa yet, I highly recommend you do it. They're super fun, super cool, super crazy. I want to talk about this monster. So today we're fighting a monster named Pocarodon. This is the first new monster in G rank. It's one of the first monsters you see when you load up the G rank quests, and he is a big seal walrus leviathan, and I love him so much. He is everything that I like about Monster Hunter monsters. He feels like a creature that you could see existing in this world. He is a leviathan. He is ice-themed. He's got a big, dumb, stupid face, and I love monsters with big, dumb, stupid faces. In terms of aesthetic, he is very simple. He is, very natural color palette, lots of, whites, blues, grays, the yellow pops on his, tusks and big whiskers feel fine because it doesn't feel like they're just added spikes to add spikes. The coolest thing that Pocarodon does is there are attacks it will do where it will like dig through the ground, and it will leave behind, when it digs, pitfall traps that the hunter can fall in. There are other monsters that do that in Frontier, but I didn't really talk about it because I don't think I really saw them. But I love that kind of stuff, where a monster will use its attacks in ways that aren't just like dealing damage to you. Being able to get stuck in its pitfall traps and open yourself up to big follow-up attacks is a really, really cool mechanic, and I am glad that they incorporated that, and I want to see more monsters doing things like that. It honestly kind of amazes me that we didn't get more of that. Like, going back and playing Frontier, while also, like, in my own, like, limited amount of free time, I have been playing still Monster Hunter World to train up for Fatalis for the finale of this challenge. And I'm gonna be honest, the Frontier fights are so much more interesting than Monster Hunter World fights just because of how wild the mechanics get. And I'm amazed that with how much more focused on like the realism and the naturalistic side of Monster Hunter they've gotten with stuff like Monster Hunter World and then Monster Hunter Wilds coming up, we haven't gotten more moves that, like, when a burrowing monster burrows, it should leave a hole behind that the hunter can fall into. It should leave these pitfall traps, and I think it's really neat and really interesting that Frontier was doing that well before stuff like Monster Hunter World in a much more limited engine. Makes you think. It makes you think. I am, I think, going to wrap up here for the ramble for today, in part because I did not give myself as much time today as I wanted to. I could talk a lot more about this, and I might later, but yeah, I did not give myself enough time this morning, and that's poor planning on my part. But I'm going to wrap up here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Please stick around until the end of the hunt if you can. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Don't if you don't. And until next time, I'll see you next time.